Fall is here and I can feel it. And if fall is here, well, then you know that today is a National Coffee Day. According to legend, an Ethiopian goat herder first discovered coffee beans, and local monks learned to roast the beans and steep them in hot water. We've come a very long way since then with lattes, cappuccinos, frappes. Many of us might like starting our day with a cup of coffee and maybe even reach for a few more throughout the day. But if you're pulling through the drive-thru or heading to the cafe for a caffeine fix, it could also be weighing heavy on your wallet. That's why we're bringing in the professionals, yes, to watch and give us those tips on our wallets. Joining me now is Mr. Tony Jackson, the Real Money Coach. Mr. Tony, first of all, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about this because I love saving a good buck. I love saving a good buck. And look, I also love coffee. We talked about it in the break. I'm a coffee drinker. I got two little ones. Okay, so you know, you get it.
Right.
I got two little ones. I need that caffeine fix. But when you look at it, you know, whatever coffee shop you go to, it starts adding up. So what's the number one tip that you always give coffee drinkers that are also trying to be conscious about their wallet?
Well, you know, first thing I tell them is you don't have to cut out the coffee, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to cut out that cup of Joe that you love. But you just have to plan for it. And so one of the things is to do the brew at home. I mean, make your coffee at home. You can still, if you got to have that name brand, you can buy that name brand coffee. You can brew it at home. Even if you like espressos or lattes, you can buy machines to do that. In the long run, it'll save you some money.
You're still buying coffee. You're still purchasing it. But maybe you're not doing it at the coffee shop. What about in terms of going to some of those bigger outlet stores like the Costco's, like the BJ's, like the Sam Clubs?
Yeah, always buying in bulk is a good way to save some money because you can buy large quantities and usually you can save money by doing that. Like you said, at the Sam's or BJ's or Costco's is a great place to do that. So you can buy a whole lot of K-cups, right? A whole lot of K-cups instead of just a few, you know, so you can save you some money that way as well. Now,
in terms of, you know, getting your coffee fixed throughout the day, especially with a lot of people working from home right now, what's another tip when it comes to perhaps looking at those store brands versus the regular brands? Because I'm gonna challenge you on this one.
Okay. Well, here's the thing: is a lot of times the same coffee that's in the name brand K-cup is the same that might be in the store brand or the generic. Now, sometimes we might not think so.
I was gonna say sometimes
we challenge that a little bit, but you know, but still, a lot of times it's really great. I mean, I know there's been times we go out and we get a great cup of coffee. What kind of coffee is this? And they may say, oh, it's, you know, a generic or a Folgers or something, and we're thinking that it's more expensive. So you really got to try them out and see which ones you like.
For people that are going to fight it and say no, I can't go and buy a coffee machine at home. I can't go and buy the generic. I can't go buy a book. I still need my signature coffee place. What's the tip there?
Well, for those folks who want to still go to the coffee shop, you can make sure that you're taking advantage of the loyalty programs. Most of our coffee shops, the Starbucks, the Biggies, the Almanalis, all the local coffee shops, they all have loyalty programs. So you can save on your cup, you can get free cups, those type of things. And so, you know, I think it's great to support local businesses by getting that cup of coffee, but just take advantage of the loyalty program.
And lastly, look, we also want to be green. We also want to help the environment. A lot of places are also using reusable cups, yes?
Yeah, that's a great way to save money too, because many of the coffee shops will give you a discount if you bring in reusable cups rather than the disposable cups. And the other thing about that is that it's great for the environment, so you're doing something good for Mother Earth as well as saving yourself a little bit of money. And here's a bonus tip, is that if you look at Charlotte today, cheap on Charlotte.
There you go.
They listed 11 places where you can get a free cup today.
Oh, a free cup today on National Coffee Day. There we go.
There you go.
I love it. So you can get your fix. I want to put your information up on the screen so that people know where they can get some more tips from the Real Money Coach. And again, you can enjoy your coffee like I do for our National Coffee Day and every day, but you can also save some cash. Mr. Tony, thanks so much for joining us and giving us those tips.
Thank you for having me.
You betcha. Hey, Kristen, I'm telling you, I'm not stopping the coffee drinking, but I am saving some money.
When you get off air, let's go have a cup.